and we are here at the Las Vegas Convention Center, a place that I've come to know quite well in the last couple of days. My name is Noel. We are here at AIMEXPO Las Vegas 2023, and I'm here with Peter at SSR Motorsport. Now, Peter, tell me, what is your position at SSR Motorsport, and tell me what it means for you to be at this event.
It's a great event, and we're right inside the front door because we're the customer number one to the AIMEXPO.
I mean, I was thinking about that. This is the prime,
we get it every year. We get it every year because no one signed up before us. Well, a couple did, but they left over the years.
Yeah.
So now we're number one.
Number one.
So we have to keep coming.
I mean, definitely. So how many years have your team been coming to?
I think AIMEXPO's they were replacing a different company, and I think it started like 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe 8 years ago.
Why do you keep coming back?
Because this is where we get to meet with the dealers. It's not a consumer show. It's only businesses and dealers. We get to show our new products. We get to find new dealers. We get to sell motorcycles to our existing dealers. It's the one time a year, that we get together with our constituents and powwow and make that we're all on the same page for the season.
How many demos, how many products, if I should say, or cycles of any sort do you have here this weekend?
Too many, maybe. The space is pretty full.
Yeah.
I should mention we are 4 brands.
Okay.
And we are SSR Motorsports, which are off-road bikes, dirt bikes, pit bikes, 4 quads, side-by-sides.
Yeah.
We have gas and even electric.
Yes.
And also, SSR Motorsports is our brand,
yes,
and SSR Motorsports is a distributor for the other brands.
Okay.
So we own this brand. SSR Motorsports is an American brand, 21 years old.
And where is your headquarters or the headquarters?
In Santa Fe Springs, California, which is in LA County.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
And for the brands that we distribute, there's QJ Motor, which is the house brand for Quangjang, which also owns Benelli, and Quangjang's owned by Geely, and Geely owns Lotus and Volvo, and they have a share of Aston Martin. And QJ, the motorcycles, they have 2 design studios in Europe, so there's really an international flavor to our products. And when people, they say, "Oh, where are these made?" as if they're going to get a terrible confession from me. There used to be pushback, but now all I have to say is they're made in the same country where every brand you can think of has models.
The quality standard has improved greatly, and unfortunately a lot of people have still kind of that ancient of things that made overseas are not good quality anymore, even though that's not the case for a while. But yeah, so like you said,
they're built. They started out building to spec and learning how to build quality products, and now they're under the same institutions to evaluate the quality.
I mean, a company that makes Lotus, that makes Aston Martin, there's a standard there.
Exactly.
There's a standard. I mean, I can definitely live with a Aston Martin standard.
Yeah, exactly.
So for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what can you tell me about some of the models that you have here? Because you have.
Well, what we covered a little bit is that the SSR Motorsports are off-road.
Yeah.
So the QJ motor vehicles are on-road motorcycles.
Okay.
And we're real excited about this. It's a 300cc cruiser with a 27.5-inch seat height, so it's really low for new riders or females. The schools are really excited about it, and it's a belt drive motorcycle.
So it's much quieter.
Injected.
Yes.
And even though it's a 300, it sounds like a 750. It doesn't sound tinny, and I'm real impressed by that.
That's good. Do you ride yourself?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Good.
Our second big seller will be the SRF 135. It's just a 12-inch motorcycle. 12-inch wheel.
Yes.
And the motorcycle itself is much bigger than 12 inches.
Yeah, but I mean, that is really now
in the class of small bore vehicles. This has better performance than any of the competition. 5-speed transmission, a 4-valve head, so it really packs a lot of horsepower for its size.
I mean, it's for a lot of city, because the thing is with the motorcycle this side, although it looks like it would be a kid's motorcycle, I know so many people that ride like just city, like going around the neighborhood.
Let me show you this. This is a custom one built by MNNTHBX, and it's a hydro-dipped bodywork that they did in a crazy 3-layer paint job.
That is really cool. Look at that.
We have a list of all the different parts that are going to be available for people to buy this, because accessories sell motorcycles.
Yes.
And in the small bore market, they'll spend 2 or 3 times more on parts than it costs to buy the bike.
Yeah.
And so it's a carbon fiber Leo Vinci exhaust system that's only available through MNNTHBX, which is a really confusing name, but but these are also going to be available in black or stainless steel through Parts Unlimited.
Yeah. Okay.
So really wide distribution.
I see you have some long touring bikes here as well, and
yeah, this is a 750 SRT 750 adventure bike, and the bags are an option, and it has there's also an option of heated grips. Fog lights. So there's already switches for them. They just need to be put onto the
connected
bike. Yeah. And then this is a really fun 700 twin, which is that class of motorcycle that's like sort of large bore but low horsepower and a really wide power band, so really friendly to the rider.
Yes.
That sort of like the Moto Guzzi V7 and the Triumph 900
side
twin
profile.
Yeah. So a great bike, and then a Cafe Racer.
Yes, those have become a lot more popular recently.
Yeah, so we're excited about this. I mean, that's just a good-looking bike.
That's for sure. That's for sure. The exposed stainless steel tailpipe are really cool.
Yeah, I like that. And then we also have scooters.
Yes.
Which a lot of motorcycle people aren't scooter people.
Yes, and unfortunately, it's a thing that I hope to change much faster.
Well, me too, and I can use any help.
Just because you ride, a big Harley or a big motorcycle, someone who rides a scooter has the same enthusiastic feeling toward the thing. It's just whether maybe they don't want a big motorcycle. So I want those people to have the same respect and feel like it's okay to ride a scooter. There's nothing wrong with having a scooter.
Exactly.
So,
and this is an electric scooter.
All right.
Which is comparable to a 125cc scooter. But it has the same.
Unlike before.
Hopefully this is unlocked.
We can express those tricks.
It has the same as the other scooters, a large luggage capacity. This is not for luggage. This is where the batteries go.
Okay.
So they just drop in there.
So they have 2 batteries, which means you can. Is it possible? What is the range on something like this with the both batteries fully charged?
I think it's around 50 miles, 50, 60 miles. This will go 50 miles an hour too.
That's
so
sufficient.
And I've owned scooters myself.
Yeah.
And after a year, I've got like 390 miles on it, even though I rode it a bunch.
Exactly.
You just don't go that far. It's
when you're
running around your neighborhood and stuff.
Yeah, you're not going to ride from Vegas to LA on a scooter. So.
Right.
And if you are, you're doing you're trying to break a record of some sort.
Yeah.
And
so this is 50cc, which we are looking into making programs for college students because there's relaxed licensing for 50cc scooters in most states.
Okay.
So we want to be able to show off, that this is a great utilitarian vehicle for students. And that's a 150.
The one back there, the black and red.
That'll go, with me, I could probably get that up to like 70.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, once you get to 60, it takes a while to get to 70, but it won't top out until around 70.
I mean, again, because you're not going to really take this on the freeway, most side streets are max 50 miles an hour.
Right.
Speed limit. So this is perfect.
But all those street level streets that are like 4 lanes, everyone's going like 55.
Yeah. So you'll be
that
fine.
Keeps up with the flow of traffic,
That is.
So it really works out well.
And back there you have
that's an electric off-road bike.
Yes.
And as any off-road person can tell you, one thing that this guarantees that gasoline dirt bike doesn't, it'll never stall mid-corner. And this has 19-inch wheels, both ends. I'm excited about getting on this one.
Yeah.
And this is about the same. It goes 47 miles an hour, but going through the woods, you probably don't even want to go that fast, but you want to feel that you have that power there.
Exactly, to get in and out of trouble.
Yeah. And this is a single battery.
Okay.
This flips up, and this is the battery
Yeah,
right
I can
here.
see I mean, although it's a single battery, I can see the different layers of the
Yeah.
battery in here.
And it's what's referred to as a central engine because it's under the batteries. It's not on the axle.
It helps balance the power, make sure everything it's here down low, and it's much more maneuverable. That way you don't have to worry about extra, 8 or 10 pounds being in the back wheel.
Yeah, and this is, I don't know if people can see it. This has blinkers.
Yes, I can see that.
It's got a 17-digit VIN number, but I don't know if we're gonna have this for the street. That's still up in the air.
Yes.
But it looks to me like it's ready to go.
It's off-road gear,
Right,
but yeah, the street,
And then over here, if you still want to see more.
Oh yeah.
We are the power sports distributor for Okai bicycles and stand-up scooters. And the bicycles, I've ridden them all. They go really nicely. The one thing about an electric bike for people who haven't been on one, as soon as they get on it and start to pedal, within 10 feet, they want to buy one.
Oh yeah.
Because it becomes a magic bicycle. It does what they wish the bicycle would do when they were 9 years old and first got on a bike.
Now,
with little effort, it just goes.
This particular one, the color scheme is really beautiful. That fade to black,
nice.
And around the handlebar, this is not a typical handlebar design I've ever seen.
And it's like that because that's the dashboard, and there's also an app for the bike. And so you can change a whole bunch of features on it using the app. And it would be what we'd call a class 3 because it has pedal assist, and it also has a throttle.
So class 3, meaning it probably can go up to close to like 30 miles an hour with the electric. Okay.
Yes.
That's fast.
And this version, the Ranger here with the app, you can see these white. This is actually a light. And you can change what color it is. And you can change what's on the dashboard. And you can change some technical features of the bike also.
Like the input and how it reacts to your pedaling.
Yep. So that's pretty neat. This is an option, having this luggage rest on here.
Yeah.
And this basket's an option. These are lights. And again, this has an app. You can turn it on with your phone. It has a locator. You can change the lighting on it.
And over here, I see, what is this sit down?
Yeah, this is a sit down.
It looks like a mixture of two things in one.
It does. And
that is really cool. The color is very nice as well.
And it has an unusual look, but when we finally got it and started riding it around, we're like, this thing is sweet.
Yeah.
And this will go like 20 miles. So if you see someone on a mobility scooter or something, you can run them down and pass them. Out of my way.
Yeah. And down here you have the charging port, very easy accessible.
Yeah, these, you can charge the battery in this, or you can take it out. And that's the same with the bicycles. They're keyed.
Yes.
So you can take the batteries out.
This one is underneath, that one's up top.
And these two, this is the Stride, this is the Ranger with the fat tire. These two have the hub.
And that one has the center.
And this has the center. And so it has like,
wow.
It's like,
I mean, look
26
you can
keys
go
right on the axle.
You can go up a tree with this thing.
I know. Here in the US. That's the new thing. So this has 3 different power settings and all those different speeds.
Wow. Really cool. Now back there you had 3 scooters.
These are Yadia scooters. Well, one's a motorcycle. And this is a different brand. This is our 4th brand.
Yes, that is.
And they're coming in. They're not going to be in until like second quarter. And they have a lot of great features. Again, they can go almost 50 miles an hour.
Oh, they are electric.
Yes, they're all electric.
Yes,
I'm sorry if I didn't mention it. They're all electric.
That's the market that is growing the fastest right now, the electric market.
Oh, and here at the show, as you can see, there are electric bicycles, scooters, and there's an electric stand-up snowmobile over there.
I mean, if you have something and you're not thinking about making it an electric version of it, then you're gonna be left behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to mislead people on this. It's a great looking motorcycle, but it's a smallish powered electric motorcycle. It'll only go about 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So it's not something you take out on the highway.
Exactly.
So it has the performance like the scooters,
yes,
but in a motorcycle
the
chassis.
style, exactly, because like we were talking about earlier, some people, they like to ride something that looks and feel like a motorcycle. So even though they have the same range and spec, but that might be more to their style.
Oh, you're a biker then.
Exactly. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. This is Peter. We at SSR Motorsport, and he just give us a rundown of some, not everything, because he's I mean, I'm sure you have a lot more than what is. This is only,
we have more.
This is only what you guys could display.
And I'd like to mention, we have almost 400 dealers nationwide, and we have great parts inventory and service. So, and like I said, SSR's been around for 21 years.
Almost 400. Do you have one here in where is your West Coast nearest dealer?
In Las Vegas.
So you do have one in Las Vegas.
Absolutely,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
You heard it here. SSR Motorsport. Look them up. Take a test drive. They have it in stock. I promise.